right now we're in the beginning stages of our 6-month-long master plan process. During March and April, we've really just been focusing on gathering as much information about the property as we can, really analyzing the site itself and doing a lot of outreach to the public, to stakeholders, having a bunch of focus group meetings to just get all different perspectives on all the things we need to be thinking about as we start to plan this property, this neighborhood. And today is our first public event. And really what we're trying to accomplish here is we're trying to educate the community about this project, explain the site, where it is, what we're trying to do in terms of providing a neighborhood for locals to live on this property, and get as much input as we can from interested members of the public, people who may want to live on the property, and really just find out, what are their priorities for their housing needs, what would they like to see in a neighborhood, what makes a great neighborhood as far as other supporting community facilities and different amenities that we can provide, transit access, walkability, bikeability, like what are people really wanting to see happen here? And then we can take all that input that we get from the public and proceed into the next stage of the planning effort over the next 3 months, which is going to be conceptual design, really taking all that input and putting some ideas on paper and coming back to the public again later this summer with some ideas for how we can actually develop the neighborhood, taking into account what they've said they want to see happen out here. So as people walk in the room, we have an intro section set up here with just basic information about the site and the project, the master planning process, a quick overview of that with the schedule that we've laid out to take us from March through September. And we also have some information on needs in the county for workforce housing, what we're trying to accomplish here. And then as people move through the room, there's more detailed information about the site, and then there's information on some of the things that we've been hearing as far as priorities for different housing types that are needed and other neighborhood design ideas. We're trying to kind of bounce those off of people and solicit their reactions to them. And then also there's tons of comment boards up for us to really just get as much input as we can from the public at these comment stations on what they want to see out here with different housing types, different housing styles, different amenities that they'd like to see incorporated into the neighborhood and things like that, so that we can really take all that and start drawing some designs up over the course of the next couple months.
It's a public input session. There's been a lot of work done already, things like grade analysis and some utility kinds of estimates and work in those regards, but it's now time to really start planning the site, and this is part of a process, one of the first steps, to get a big public group here to help plan. Give us ideas, what things you think need to be emphasized, what things you need to think aren't to be worried about. And so we put this together, and I am absolutely knocked out that the crowd, as much as the many people I see here today have turned out. I understand that at 4 o'clock, a half hour before the session started, we had probably 75 to 80 people in the room already. That's terrific. Getting the public's input is an important step, and I'm excited to see things start off in such a strong way.